Families in Windsor Essex are heading into a softer, more balanced November market where prices have come down from last year and buyers have more choice, while serious sellers can still move if they price and prepare properly. Residential sales in November 2025 were down about 6.8% as compared to last November 2024, and the average sale price fell by roughly 5.6% year over year, which is a noticeable but not dramatic adjustment in prices. If you're looking at your screen right now wondering, is this finally a good time for my family to make a move? You're not alone. Maybe you're renting and feeling squeezed, or you're in a home that doesn't quite fit anymore, but the news headlines have you frozen. Stay with this video until the end because this is not another stats dump. This is about what today's numbers actually mean for you if you're thinking of buying or selling a home or condo in Windsor Essex County right now. I'm a Windsor Essex County realtor who lives and works inside this market every day, creating data-driven but down-to-earth content for local families just like you. The goal here is simple. Take the official November vote stats and translate them into clear, practical guidance so you can make decisions calmly, confidently, and not emotionally. Quick snapshot of November 2025 versus 2024. Here's the big picture of how this November compared to last year. Residential sales were actually down by 6.8% as compared to November 2024. So fewer homes actually sold and changed hands. The average sale price dropped about 5.62% year over year, meaning the typical home sold for noticeably less than last November. In November 2024, we had 370 homes were sold. There were about 1,608 active listings. That was already more inventory than 2023 and show supply building. And this trend continued into 2025 with higher inventory and softer prices, which is why buyers now have more leverage and sellers are having to adjust expectations. So the market hasn't crashed, but it has cooled and shifted power a bit more towards buyers, especially those who are prepared and realistic. What this feels like for a family buying in our current market. If you're hoping to buy a home for your family, this version of the market is very different from the frantic years where everything's sold in days and we're over asking price. With sales down and inventory higher than a couple of years ago, you have more homes to choose from and less pressure to make instant decision. A 5 to 6% drop in the average price year over year mean that the same style of home you were watching last November might actually now be slightly more affordable, at least more negotiable. When you compare, we have fewer buyers or families for homes for sale often means you can include conditions, ask for repairs or credits, and take time to double check schools, commute, and neighborhood fit instead of just winning the bid. If your family have been sitting on the sidelines feeling priced out or terrified of bidding wars, this is one of the quieter windows where a prepared buyer with financing in place can do very well. Focus on a clear budget, non-negotiables for your family, and being ready to act when the right property shows up. What does it feel like for a family thinking of selling your home? This same set of numbers can feel a bit uncomfortable at first glance. Prices are down from last year and there are fewer sales happening, which means not every homes that's for sale will move quickly or at last year prices. Here's what that really means for you. You're competing with more inventory than a couple of years ago, so you can't rely on the market to do the heavy lifting. Pricing, presentation, and marketing matters. A roughly 5 to 6% pullback in average price is meaningful, but if you own your home for several years, you'll likely still have some strong equity compared to 2020 to 2022 values. Serious moving-ready homes in good family areas are still selling. It's the overpriced, poorly presented, or testing the market listings that tend to sit on the market longer. In practice, that means expect more negotiation, be open to small price adjustments, and put real effort into prepping your home. Decluttering, minor repairs, have curb appeal, professional level photos and marketing. That's how you stay on the buyer's shortlist instead of being one more maybe later tab in the browser. Today's market in plain language, putting it all together, November 2025 in Windsor Essex County is a cooler, more cautious market where buyers finally have some breathing room and can focus on finding the right fit instead of just any house they can win. Seller could still move successfully, but only if they listen to the data, not last year's headlines or a neighbor's best case story. For your family, it comes down to motivation and math. If you're buying softer prices and extra inventory, maybe the opening you've been waiting for. And if you're selling and also buying locally, remember, you might sell for a bit less than last year, but also buy your next place for a bit less, which often balances out. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, but what does this mean for my specific situation? That's where a one-on-one conversation helps. Every family numbers, timing, and stress level are very different. If you want a quiet, pressure-free look at how these November stats line up with your plans, whether that's buying your first place, downsizing, or trading up, reach out, send a message, or drop a comment with what you are considering. And if you found this video helpful, considering subscribing so you don't miss the next Windsor Essex County real estate market breakdown in plain language. All right, take care. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and talk to you soon. Bye now. See ya.